Zuckerberg was a mathlete. Andrew Wang was a mathlete. No, Alexander Wang was a mathlete. A lot of those tech bros were mathletes, dude.
Alexander Wang, the fashion guy?
No, there's a new one.
A new Alexander Wang?
That guy died or something, I think.
Wait, I don't think he did. This is a different guy. This is a Gen Z billionaire. This is Alexander without the E.
A Wang, they call him in the streets, boy.
Whoa, he's 28 years old.
In the tech trenches, deep in the modem.
Is this screen with the guy looking stuff up with you around all the time or just when you do the podcast?
That would be so great.
Because I'm the opposite of this. I never look anything up. You know what my wife said to me yesterday? I don't keep a smartphone on me. I blocked all the shit on the internet. I don't really use the internet. So sometimes I'll just ask my wife stuff the same way you're asking this guy. And she's like, I'm not the internet. I'm your wife. Because what I'm secretly asking without asking is like, can you look that up for me? Because I can't look it up. And she's like, I'm not the internet.
Dude,
it was a dark moment.
You married just to have the internet. That's so great.
I just needed to have a smartphone without having one, so that's why I got married.
Dude,
she said that to me. I'm not the internet. She loves me very much. We were just texting about how much we love each other. But
it sounds like look, we believe all that.
It's tough, man. It's tough. I mean,
You're crazy.
I've gotten lost and had to call her and been like, hey, where
are we? Yeah,
I can't find him because I live in London, and there's.
You live in London?
Yeah, most of the time I'm there because we met in London. We lived there, and
oh, your wife is in London.
Don't pull up the ex-girlfriend. She's in some. Some of
these are
wrong. But anyway, we live in London. We met there, and
Does she speak Danish as well?
Yeah, she speaks Danish, and I love languages, but Danish is pretty tough.
Is it?
It's tough, yeah.
Is it romantic? Is it considered a romantic language?
Oh, this gets us back to the donkey thing.
Okay.
So she said that, I was like, well, what's like a Danish term of affection?
Yeah.
Like maybe we can use that. And she said it was like skit. And I was like, that sounds harsh. That doesn't sound very sweet. And we were somewhere where we saw a donkey, and I said, what's the word for donkey? And she said, esel. And she said, esel. And she said it was her first word and that she loved donkeys. And I was like, well, why don't we call each other that? And so we started calling each other that. Yeah, and now I have, you see that AE, that's here on this chain, the AE. And that's what led to us meeting the little mini donkey in Nashville.
Ooh.
Where we are now. Boom.
God did.
Esel. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you're my little esel.
Yeah. Exactly, but
Just like that.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah, that's it.
Pretty close.
You said it right. You're actually saying it better than I do. You're doing the AE, the combined AE. Yeah, that Danish is. It's like, wait a second. Now we're coming up with new letters. You're combining the A and E. I can speak Italian. Okay, my family speaks Tamil. It's an Indian language. I can speak that a little bit.
Well,
but Danish it's a tricky one.
Well, a lot of them are mixed, are cis and bi-gender now. Some vowels are. Like there'll be a vowel that is trans now. You're like,
it's changing identity.
Yeah, it's like
what's the other one? The AE.
How do we even pronounce you, bro? That's all we want.
Hey, we just want to show you respect and do it right.
Do whatever you want, but just we just need to know how to use you in a word. And some vowels now are like, I don't want to be in your fucking words or whatever. And we're like, bitch or sir, just be in the fucking word, dude. You're a letter. But that's where it's at now, man.
It's tough because we'll be there.
Oh, that's not a real thing.
Which thing?
Isn't that
the O with the circle?
Elon's kid's name?
I don't know.
Eso.
You're saying it right. That's pretty good pronunciation. No, and whenever we're in Denmark and I try to read a word, I'll try to pronounce it right, and I just don't know the pronunciation rules. I get everything wrong. But wait, how do we start talking? Oh, because I use her as a phone. Sometimes I'm walking around in London, and London there's a lot of like maps on the street.
Mm-hmm.
So if I get lost, I can find the map and kind of make my way. But sometimes I'll like keep walking around hoping to run into one of these maps, and I won't run into one, and I have to call her, and I'll have to be like, hey, I'm over here. You gotta tell me how to get to the tube station. And I remember that even when I first came to LA, I don't know, whenever you first came to LA, how long ago it was, but there wasn't GPS and stuff. GPS was like a fancy thing if they had it at all. So I would like print out directions on MapQuest. And I remember, I would call my little brother my little brother is a few years younger than me. He was still in South Carolina, and I'd call him and be like, "Hey, man, I'm on Cesar Chavez. How do I get back?" Because we didn't have the stuff.
Yeah.
When you came to LA, was it like that?
Yeah, dude. People had maps, drawings. You'd have a guy who had directions tattooed on his arm of how to get home if he was an alcoholic or whatever.
Oh my God.
Like shit was definitely more primitive back then. People would like just write on their dashboard how to get home. Like, yeah, people had to remember. Remember when you just
Knew everybody's phone number.
Yeah, but also when somebody would give you directions, dude, and if you missed one of them or something and you were going to a party, you just drove around their neighborhood for an hour and then went home. Like you would drive and roll your windows down and see if you heard a party from the backyard.
Yeah.
We were basically like a bunch of like Magellans, you know?
And it's strange to think there's people that grew up without knowing that at all. And it really does seem nuts that we were able to be okay without it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's like, if you imagine now, it's like when you go to the airport and nobody's going to go through TSA, right? Because that's how it was.
I barely remember that.